Thomas, good to see you. This video is by popular demand. Can you retire comfortably on $4,000 a month? Median monthly income for retirees is just over $4,100 a month, according to the Motley Fool. So,
Mhm.
Thomas, when somebody comes into your office and asks, can I retire on $4,000 a month? What do you tell them?
Wow. Well, it's there's a lot of things, a lot of variables that play into that. It's going to be, first of all, what's your budget look like? What are your spending and your expenses going to look like throughout the duration of your retirement? That a lot of that can be impacted by where you live.
Right.
The different tax brackets you're in, a lot of different things that can be associated with that. So it's going to come down to some strategic planning for that client.
Mhm.
Mhm.
All right, just to throw some more stats at you, according to Michael Ryan Money, about 16% of retirees fall into the $4 to $7 a month spending range. So, what expenses should retirees factor in when deciding if that income will work?
Definitely, are you paying a mortgage? What do groceries look like? Do you have any type of liabilities out there that
Yeah.
you're paying right now when it comes down to, vehicles, any type of debt that you may have? You want to be able to eliminate all that stuff. If you don't have all that debt and anything that's coming into play, then living expenses should be relatively low.
hmm
Mhm.
And how do income sources like Social Security, pensions, or investments factor in?
That can be massive, right? Because when you think about it, when you think about longevity, $4,000 won't be $4,000 in 20 years from now. It's
Right.
going to be half of that. So you need to have something that's hedging against, inflation. And a lot of times I talk to clients, if you do have, if you have income that's coming into the home, that's great. But you may want to consider a part-time job. Something that you love to do to generate more income so that you maybe still be able to save and may be able to hedge against the loss of,
Right.
depreciation of your assets, if you will.
Right. Right. Which brings us to our last question. What role do inflation and longevity play in
Mhm.
answering this question? And how can retirees protect themselves long term?
Right. Like again, I think that you need to have something that's either that's going to hedge against inflation, that your assets can grow over time and you can pull money out of those deals, or you may want to consider a part-time job. Longevity is huge. A lot of people run out of money in their 70s and 80s, but if you can put some strategic plan together, financial plan to get an
Yeah.
idea of what that might look like for you, that's gonna save you a lot of stress in the future.
Right, exactly. It all comes back to
Mhm.
having that plan.
Mhm.
And Thomas, if somebody would like to sit down with you, create that plan, figure out what their monthly retirement number is, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, definitely go to my website, schedule some time at martinheritagegroupllc.com. You can also give me a call, 651-503-6064. You can shoot me an email, info@martinheritagegroupllc.com. Then excuse me, you can also find me on all social media platforms at Martin Heritage Group.
Great. Thomas, thank you.
Thank you.